Once there was a small, isolated town nestled in the mountains that had a dark secret. Every year, on the night of the winter solstice, a group of people would go into the forest and never return. No one knew what happened to them, but everyone suspected the worst. Despite the danger, a group of friends decided to investigate the disappearances. They hiked into the forest, and as they ventured deeper, they began to feel as though they were being watched. The trees seemed to grow taller and more menacing, and the air grew colder and thicker. As they approached a clearing, they saw a group of people gathered around a large bonfire, chanting in a language they didn't understand. The friends hid behind some bushes and watched as the group began to dance around the fire, their movements growing wilder and more frenzied. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, its eyes glowing red in the flickering light. It was a creature unlike anything they had ever seen before, with twisted horns, a forked tongue, and razor-sharp claws. The creature spoke to the group in a guttural voice, and they responded with fervor, their eyes glowing with a mad intensity. The friends were paralyzed with fear, unable to move or even breathe. They knew they had stumbled upon something unspeakable, something that they were not meant to witness. The creature turned its attention to them, and they knew they had to run for their lives. They sprinted through the forest, branches whipping at their faces and feet stumbling over roots. Behind them, they could hear the pounding of the creature's hooves, getting closer and closer. They burst out of the forest, gasping for air, and collapsed onto the ground. When they looked back, the creature was gone, and the forest was still. They had escaped with their lives, but they knew they would never forget what they had seen. From that day on, they warned others never to venture into the forest on the night of the winter solstice, for fear of what lurked within its shadows.